This is Darlington, a market town in the Tees Valley in the north of England. I'm stood in the town centre. This is High Row, and traditionally this was the old route of the A1 which linked London and Edinburgh. Now Darlington is a town with a great history, a wonderful now and a fantastic future. So whether you're thinking about coming to Darlington to do business or if you're looking for quality of life, Darlington's a destination with great connectivity.
I live down on the coast in Kent between Dover and Deal. I come to Darlington every week and it sounds like a mad journey, but actually it's very easy. I hop on the high-speed train at Dover, brings me up to St Pancras in an hour. I walk across to King's Cross and it's 2 hours and 20 minutes to Darlington.
The area and the location is a good fit for us. Being so close to the A1 gives us good transport links, but also close to the ports. There's a fair amount of containers come in from the Far East. From a distribution perspective, it provides a good platform.
Darlington would fall into the port-centric hinterland of Teesport, and what I mean by that is that the benefits in the supply chain for people who both operate warehouses and manufacturing businesses, their supply chains can be drastically optimised by using the port to bring international goods from as far away as Asia, but as near as Western Europe.
Tees Valley Airport is the gateway for Darlington to the world. We have regular flights via KLM to Schiphol, and from there can connect to all the global locations that fly in and out of Amsterdam.
We have 2,500 people that work on this site in total. We're based just on the outskirts of Darlington. We have quite a few people that travel here from quite a distance. We do find it is very easy for them to get here. We find we retain our staff easily, and we do to this date have some staff that started here 21 years ago.
We're one of the largest employers in the rural area. A lot of our staff are based in Darlington, people in our finance section, our administration teams. We're very much part of the local economy, and we support them and they support us.
Thanks to the support, really tremendous support of the local people and visitors to Darlington, we've managed to really expand our business. Archer's Jersey Ice Cream has become quite a significant brand. Not only throughout the northeast but wider afield as well. We're very lucky here that we're on the edge of Darlington. We're 5 miles out of the town, so when we started to diversify into an ice cream parlour, we were in a perfect location.
Darlington's a great place to be. There's a good mixture of properties in Darlington and the surrounding villages, which are extremely pretty. One of the most popular areas at the moment is proven to be the West End of Darlington. It's close to some excellent local schooling. Some of the properties are within walking distance of the town centre. The property market in Darlington is really good.
We need to understand what business needs, so talking to business about what they needs, first thing. Secondly, we need to create the right spaces, sites, premises. We need to make sure that they're well connected. We need to make sure that people have got access to the right skills, so working with our schools and colleges and universities. And we need to make sure that the whole offer of the town, its leisure, its culture, its environment, is one which is going to attract people and make them want to stay here.
There's plenty of support available to businesses looking to relocate to Darlington or for those businesses looking to expand. Everything from business startup services, where we can actually help individuals who are on the first part of their journey in terms of startup. We've got a vacant sites and premises register which is online, so if you're looking for new start premises, expansion premises, you can actually go online and see what's available. Within our team we have a programme of events and seminars, so at least one thing goes on every month. Here's some of the key business sites within the town.
We're
several reasons why we wanted to locate into Darlington. First of all, there's the transport links, the A1 and the rail network. We've made an arrangement with the local authority that we're very supportive to get some additional car parking alongside a transport plan. And they've also been supportive with regard to linking up with a range of volunteering organisations. We're exploring apprenticeships, internships and work experience.
We, Student Loans Company, conducted a nationwide property search, and actually Darlington came out in the top 2 locations for both availability of skilled labour within a commuting distance of 25 miles and also in terms of the available property in the 70,000 square foot size, which obviously was here at Lingfield Point.
Lingfield Point is on the east side of town, the gateway to the town from the east coast. It was a former wool factory built by Payton and Baldwin's just after the Second World War, but now it is a modern business park with innovative buildings.
AMEC worked quite closely with our landlords here at Lingfield Point to create the space that we need. It gave us just the right amount of space. It gave us an opportunity to expand our operations. Indeed, they are expanding continuously whilst we're here. And it gave us all kinds of facilities that we've not had previously, like the canteen facilities and the creche facilities. So it was a really great place for us to move into.
Favourdale's a perfect location for industrial development, but particularly for distribution and logistics facilities. We've got the key infrastructure with the A1 and linkages to the A66 and A19. We've seen a couple of major inward investments with Aldi and the Argos facility run by DHL. But we're also seeing more general industrial uses and engineering uses, not just in oil and gas and renewable energy and low carbon, but particularly in niche markets such as subsea engineering.
Deep Ocean is a business that delivers subsea solutions. Darlington and Deep Ocean are on the map and are on the world map with major clients. We work with major oil and gas clients and of course the renewable sector. It's fantastic for the North East and particularly for the Tees Valley. And we're in Darlington and we've stayed here because of the infrastructure and the access to skills in this region. To be able to continue investing in engineering skills is part of our heritage and part of our history.
We've built iconic bridges and structures all around the world, including the Sydney Harbour Bridge in 1930, Humber Bridge in the 80s, Chingmar Crossing in the 90s, and then the M74 bridge recently up in Glasgow. We're virtually on the ring road, so we've got structures that are 42 metres long out of here. We can get extraordinarily large pieces around the country quite easily from this base.
Away from the more traditional areas of Darlington, here at Rockcliffe Hall, out in Herworth, we are employing 320 people, investing already in excess of 65 million, bringing people from all over the country, indeed all over the world, to this destination.
In the early 90s I came here, built a fantastic business up, floated on the stock exchange, sold it, all from Darlington, and the people who took over the business still operate from Darlington. One of the main reasons I'm based in Darlington is the fact there's a very good, ready supply of staff, great staff. I've got staff that still work for me now that started with me in the early 90s.
Darlington's a town that really encourages kind of entrepreneurship and networking opportunities. When I first set up, there was lots of events going on, which gave me the opportunity to meet lots of local, like-minded business people. Harvey and Hugo's been going about 4.5 years now, and I set it up working from just a little kind of cupboard really at my mum and dad's house. Now we're a team of 7 people, got an office in the town centre of Darlington, which is perfect to reach all of our clients. There's certainly no reason to believe that Harvey and Hugo won't continue to grow.
Looking to the future, this is a very exciting time for Darlington. We're on the site now of where there's a proposed new cinema, hotel and leisure complex that will create about 500 jobs and over £20 million worth of investment directly into Darlington. The River Skern is something that runs all the way through the town centre and the town centre fringe and is an asset to develop the vision that we have for both the town centre fringe and Central Park. We're very, very excited about the potential for this to be the catalyst for Darlington to develop into a great place to work, play and also live.
Darlington initially was a linen town, one of the biggest producers of linen in Europe, but then particularly the Quaker families that ruled the place, the Peases and the Backhouses, took their money out of linen and moved it into the new technology at the start of the 19th century. And this was particularly railways. Darlington is the birthplace of the railways. The world's first publicly owned steam-powered passenger railway was brainchilded here in Darlington. Incredibly innovative, incredibly brave. No one had ever done this on this sort of scale before, on an industrial scale, joining coalfields with the sea, running through Darlington.
Darlington's a great smallish town with a big heart. A really unusual offering of both national stores, department stores, and also a wealth of independent businesses that offer a really diverse selection of places to shop. The implementation of the Business Improvement District is a scheme that's been set up by central government to allow towns to implement a levy system on businesses. Money that we raise is spent on projects to enhance the town centre.
Darlington Covered Market is in the centre of the town, and it's actually a jewel in the crown. It's right in the heart of the town centre, wonderful clock tower on one side of it, a very, very old town hall on the other side of it, and the market itself is as it was 150 years ago. Still a fantastic place, still trading very, very well indeed.
It's just been the 150th anniversary of the indoor market, and to coincide with that, we also have the 60th anniversary of our town twin and links with Mulheim an der Ruhr in Germany and Amiens in France.
Boudoir is located in the Grange Road area of Darlington, which is a street that has lots of designer shops. People will come here because we are offering different to any town centre.
We've been here in Duke Street for 16 years. A lot of people that live in the town use Duke Street and walk into the town centre past our windows. The street has a buzz. It's only a small street, but packs a punch.
Every single Tuesday morning, me and Morgan come swimming at the Dolphin Centre. It's absolutely brilliant. There's lots of facilities here. There's a soft play, there's the bistro upstairs, there's the gym, there's all the classes. They've got loads here, and it's a brilliant facility. It's just in the town centre. It's 2 minutes away from my house. Just walk straight down into town, and there it is.
There's a large range of sporting and leisure facilities in the Darlington area. Including this fantastic 18-hole championship golf course here at Rockcliffe Hall.
We're in Head of Steam. This is the Railway Museum for Darlington, and it used to be Darlington's railway station. And we're stood in front of locomotion number 1, which is the first engine to run on the Stockton and Darlington railway line, and was driven by George Stephenson himself on the opening day. We are very lucky to have this engine in Darlington. It's a very special locomotive, and people come from all over the world to see it. It's a really excellent space for the community and for other people to learn about the history of the railways and Darlington.
There's a whole host of options for people who want to commute into Darlington, be it by bus, rail, walking, cycling. Arriva have just introduced 11 new gas buses to the town, which represents an investment of around 2.2 million. It's easy for people to cycle across the town in about half an hour, and then many households are within a half an hour walk of the town centre as well.
The development's called West Park, which was, I guess, a bit obvious, there being a North Park and a South Park in Darlington already, but the scheme comprises about 700-800 new homes right across the range, from 1-2 bed apartments through to 4-5 bedroom family homes, including affordable housing, low-cost housing, shared ownership, all around the heart of the development, which is the new village and the park.
The Arabia Hunt is situated just outside of Darlington. We're a bit of a destination as well because we're just in the countryside. for a chef to get a Michelin star is probably the main thing that they probably strive to get through their careers, and to get noticed in Darlington was amazing, because you know, sometimes you do think whether the guidebook's going to make the journey up this far north, but it just shows that, you know, they're on the lookout and they notice it, and it's great for the Darlington area.
Darlington is really blessed with a wide range of educational facilities. We've got great school provision, great college provision, and we've got higher education provision, and also a locally grown process of helping young people get vocational experience. An initiative called Foundation for Jobs, and what that has done is brought together schools with employers and massively increased the vocational offer for young people in Darlington.
As well as a good vocational offer in Darlington, our schools tend to be good or outstanding. Whether your child is of preschool age, early years, primary or secondary, they all have access to good and outstanding schools, typically which get results in the top 10 or top 20 in the country, with individual schools in the top 1% in performance. The council's invested £150 million in the school estate over the last 10 years. And that means that the schools which are already good or outstanding are now in buildings which are fit to deliver a 21st century education.
The most exciting and innovative aspect of the Education Village is that it was the coming together of three very different school communities: an all-age special school, a mainstream secondary and a primary school. It was the first of its kind in the UK. All of us share this committed vision for the outcomes and well-being of all of our children and young people, because it's a small authority and they're all part of our future. So I think that's what makes Darlington special.
I've just studied 3 years at Queen Elizabeth Sixth Form College and graduated in a Foundation Art Diploma and majored in Fine Art. I'm now going to study at Northumbria University and to study Fine Art Photography.
Teesside University chose Darlington as a location to expand our university. We are the only university in the Tees Valley area, and we really want to be engaged with communities, with businesses and with potential scholars across the region. So here at Darlington we're working very closely with partners in the business community and with our partner Darlington College.
We're very proud of our links with Teesside University. We've got a long historic connection with them, and we share the same campus, so there's an awful lot of symmetry between both the university and the college. We've at any one time got around 2,500 16 to 18-year-olds on campus. We've got apprenticeships, we've got part-time adult learners, and all of that comes out of this great building right on the edge of Darlington.
I've come here from Darlington College and they've given me a great opportunity to carry on in business administration and become an apprentice here. There is a lot of opportunities at Cummins. There's business administration, I could go into finance, marketing. There's a whole open world out there.
It is unique, actually worldwide unique. We take a civilian-based business jet and fly in tactical sorties against frontline fast jet squadrons. We try and involve some of the local training schools for recruitment for our first officer pilots, and it helps us as well to use local people and to encourage them as good neighbours to come and find out what it is we do.
Darlington Cares is a partnership of leading employers in Darlington who are committed to making the town a better place through a combined effort with regards to corporate social responsibility and employee volunteering. We then work with our employers and their employees to match them to these different areas where they can actually have a really high impact. Darlington Cares is completely unique to Darlington.
It's a really exciting time for Darlington because the Department for Education have decided to relocate within Darlington, bring 400 staff into the town centre. And what's going to be happening here is a really innovative new building, which is almost a public service hub for the first time in the UK, bringing together both a civil service, central government department and a council into a single joint building. It's a great opportunity for Darlington and Darlington Town Centre.
This is Central Park. It's a 30-hectare regeneration scheme within Darlington. It's one of the Tees Valley's 5 flagship schemes.
and it's going to be delivering up to 500 new homes, 26,000 square metres of high quality office accommodation, all centred around high quality open space.
We are delighted to be coming here to Central Park and to build the National Biologics Manufacturing Centre here. It's going to be an investment of some £38 million. Our board chose Darlington as a location on the grounds of the vision and the vibrancy for Central Park, what's going to become a major centre in terms of the associations with the universities and the colleges, the hotels, the bioparks, and therefore an excellent location for the UK centre.
Darlington's a town that has always had ambition. Ever since we built the world's first passenger railway to the present time, we have ambition. It's a great place to locate your business, a great place to bring your family, and a wonderful place to live. I'm proud to have been born here and to have lived here all my life.
We've got some fantastic outdoor space, some great venues, lots of things to do on your doorstep.
Heritage for hard work, for innovation, for discovery.
Ingenuity and pioneering, forward thinking. I'm still here in Darlington today.
It is magical, it is an experience, it's vibrant, it's got a lot to show, a lot to see.
Quality of life is great.
Darlington is very well connected, and that connectivity is a lifeblood for commerce.
The more you travel, you realise that it is actually a special place.
Darlington is definitely my adopted home. This is where I now spend most of my time, and I just love it.
Anyone looking to relocate can have confidence that it's going to be a great place for them to put their business and get the people they need to make it work.
Business decisions aren't just about is the site right, they're also about what are the schools like, what's the environment like, what are people like, and I think in that context Darlington's got an awful lot to offer.